Well, it's Mr. Mefford back for another day of lessons where I'm trying to actually teach you some math. It's a day of quarantine number like 5,437. Hair's getting ridiculously long, just trying to get it through. Hopefully everybody is surviving out there. I know it's been a little crazy. So I wanted to mention some stuff about just complex figures. So I didn't get the video to work before, so I wanted to make sure I give you this video before you take the quiz. So if you're looking at this, I'm going to start with this one. You had this actually on there when we did the Microsoft forum on complex figures. So biggest thing is you guys have to understand how to break down figures. So if I'm looking at this, I have a rectangle that I'm going to color red around. Okay, and then I have what's called a triangle that I'm going to do in blue. So I know that's not perfect, but you can see the two figures that I'm going to find the area and add them together. So to find the area of my rectangle, what I need to do is I need to take the area equals base times height. So then all I do is I take area equals 5 times 21. Okay, well 5 times 21 gives me 105 meters squared. So that is the area of this. So area equals 105 meters squared for the first object. Well, if you look at the next object, it's a triangle. And I got the question of, well, I know the height of the triangle is 4, but I don't know the base. This is what's important. You know the base, it's 21, because this right here is the same as this right here. So then to find the area of my triangle that I'm going to shade in green, okay, I need to take area equals 1/2 times 4 times 21. Well, I know 1/2 of 4 is 2, so area equals 2 times 21. So then area equals 42 meters squared. So I don't have my answer yet, but what I have to do is I have to add my areas together. So 105 plus 42, 7, 4, 1. So my total area is 147 meters squared. You find the area of one shape, you find the area of the other, and then you add them together. Okay, let's look at this one. So here I have two rectangles, okay? So I always like to show how I break it up first before I go and solve. Okay, so I'm going to break it up like this. And I'm going to color in this one red. And then I'm going to color in this one black. Okay, so let's do the red one first. So I need to take the base and the height, right? Multiply the base times the height. So my base is 8, my height is 22 because it's this times this to give me my area of the red. So then area equals 8 times 22. So then area equals 172 kilometers squared. So that's the area of the red. Let me just double check. Nope, I was wrong. Not 172. Didn't think it sounded right. 176 kilometers squared. Okay, so now let's look at the black one. Okay. I want to find the area of the black, which is this right here. So how could I have the base and the height? Well, technically my base is 10 and my height is 8. Okay, so then what I have to do is I have to multiply those together. So then I take area equals base times height, and then area equals 80 kilometers squared. So then I add these together. So 176 plus 80 So 6, 5, okay, 1, 2. So then if I add those together, the total area equals 256 kilometers squared. That one wasn't too bad to do, right? Some of them are pretty easy to see, but I want to show you this one. Once again, you guys had this one, and I saw this was a big one that we struggled with, so I'm gonna color one in. So I have a rectangle. Let's do blue. It's kind of hard to see. So I have a rectangle that's in blue. Okay. Shaded in because I need to find the area of that. So let's just start there. Area of rectangle is pretty easy. Base times height. So area equals base times height. 20 times 9 is 180 centimeters squared. Now, this is where some of us had issues. So we know the area of the rectangle is 180 centimeters squared, but it's kind of like a triangle where you have to flip it around. So you kind of like want to turn your head 360 degrees, where I'm just going to click on this and rotate it. Okay, if it lets me. Maybe not. It's not letting me rotate the object, but I want you to try and visualize flipping it, where my base is 20, right? That's my base of my triangle. And then remember, my height has to meet at a 90-degree angle, so my height is going to be 7 centimeters. So then I'm going to take area equals base times height divided by 2. Okay, so 20 times, excuse me, 20 times 7 gives you 140. Divide that by 2, and you get 70 centimeters squared. So then I add these together. So 180 plus 70, 0, 5, 1, 2. So my total area equals 250 centimeters squared. Okay? So let's look at another one. So we've done those. I think I have 2 more. Yep. I wanted to really show you this one. This one we're going to take a little bit of time on because this is one that can be more difficult for you. So this, you can break it up multiple ways. I'm going to break it up this way. I'm going to look at it vertically, where I have this and this. Okay? So I have 3 shapes. So we're going to say this is my red one. This is my black one. This is my blue one. So I'm going to start with the ones that I know the most. Okay? I know a lot of my red. And it's a rectangle. Okay? 4 red angles, 2 sets of parallel sides. So then I take my base times the height. So my base times the height, right? Because it's going up the whole shape. I don't care about the 6 on this because the 6 only goes here part way. But I'm finding the area of this whole entire thing, so I need to make sure I use the actual right height. So area equals base times height. So area is 32 units squared. Okay, so that's our first one. Okay, so we know our first one for red. Let's go on to our black one. Now, this is where it's a little more challenging. Okay, I know my base of the black is 3, but I don't know the height exactly. This is where we have to do a little problem solving. Well, I know this portion is 6. And if this portion over here is 8, what is 6 plus a number to give me 8? Well, 6 plus 2 is 8, so therefore this right here is 2. Because 6 plus 2 equals 8. So this area, I'm going to take 3 times 2. So area equals 3 times 2. So then area is 6 units squared. So that's the black. Now, the blue, we really don't have as much that are written. We don't have anything that's written. But this is where we can problem solve. They gave us the whole thing as 9. Okay? And if I know this whole thing is 9, well, 4 plus 3 is 7. So then what would be left over to get 9? 2. So then this is 2 because 4 plus 3 plus 2 equals 9. Because those 3 add up to the 9 for the same length. Okay? So like I would extend this down here, and then this would also be 3. So 4 plus 3 plus 2 is 9. Okay? Now what about this over here? So we have our base, but what is the height of my rectangle? Well, these are the exact same. This is the exact same as this over here. So then if this is 8, therefore this also has to be 8. So then area equals 2 times 8, and then area is 16 units squared. So now I have to add not just 2 but 3 numbers together. So 32 plus 16 plus 6. Okay, so if I add them together, well, 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 is 5, so 54 units squared. So the area of, let's use a fancier one, the area of all of the shape, the whole entire thing after I add all of them together, is area equals 54 units squared. Okay? So it took a little time. I wrote some things down so I knew, and then I problem solved, right? That's what we have to do when we use these problems. So let's look at the last one. I gave you 2 triangles. So hopefully we can understand that these are triangles. So my first triangle is here. Let's look at the top one. Boom. 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 That was terrible. Here. Okay, so this is the area I'm trying to find first. Okay, so my base is 30, and then remember it extends out, and my height is 13. So then area equals 1/2 times base times height. Well, 1/2 of 30 is 15 times 13. Let's do a little scratch math. 15 times 13 is 5. Carry the 1. 3, 4. Add my 0. 5 times 1 is 5. 1 times 1 is 1. Add them together, you get 5, 9, 1. So the area of this is 195 meters squared. Okay, let's find my other one. So now I'm trying to find the area of my green triangle. Okay. If this is the same line, right? It's the same line shared for both triangles. So my base is the same for green. The base is 30. What about my height? Well, my height is here. Whoa. Where'd it go? Right? Crazy. So my height is here, because it extends out here at my 90-degree angle. So then my height is 11. Okay? So then remember, area equals 1/2 times base times height. So 1/2 of 30 is 15. And then 15 times 11. Well, let's do a little scratch math again. Zoom out so it's a little better. Okay? 15 times 11, 5, 1, well, 15. Add my 0, 5, 1. Add them together. Maybe. There we go. It is 5, 6, 1 units squared. Okay, so I have the area of my green. is 165 units squared. So now I have to add 165 plus 195. Let's do it in black. Oh, come on. 165 plus 195. 0, carry the 1. 6, carry the 1. 3. So then the total area is 360 meters squared. Look at that. Okay, so when you have these on the test, make sure you problem solve, really try and do your best on them. Take a little bit more time. Okay, it's not just simple, clear cut, boom, 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 you're done. Okay, you have to think about it a little bit. Okay, so make sure you think and you break it down. So that's how you solve complex figures. Take your time once again, right? And good luck on the quiz. Hopefully you guys do great. If you have any questions, let me know.